With One CMS Forms, you can build amazing forms in just minutes. Just select your fields, configure your options, and easily embed forms on your site using the built-in tools. To create and manage forms, go to the Forms section in the left-hand menu and select Forms. This will bring you to the form listing screen where you'll see a listing of all the forms you have previously created. To create a new form, click the Add New button at the top of the screen. When you create a new form, you'll first be presented with a box asking for the title and description of the new form. You must give your form a name before you can begin, but you can change that later if needed. Once you've filled out the fields, click Create Form. You'll now be brought to the Create Form page. The Create Form page is devised of two sections. The Form Builder on the left side, this is where your form will take shape, and the Form Field Toolbox on the right. This is where you can select your form fields from and drag them into your form. The Form Field Toolbox consists of an accordion interface that allows you to select which field types you want to add to your form. The standard fields are the basic fields that make up the majority of what you'll use in a normal form. The advanced fields are a bit more detailed and targeted to receive specific information. Post fields work together to allow you to create a form that can generate post data from a user submission. And finally, pricing fields allows you to create a form to sell products and receive funds to buy them. Let's go back to our standard fields to build a form. Each new form will start off with some basic fields which you can add to or remove from the form editor. To remove one of the default form fields, just hover over the form field and click the X button in the upper right corner to delete it. Okay, let's start adding some fields to this form. To add a field to your form, simply click the field you would like to add and drag it to the place you would like it to display on your form. Here I've added a single line text field. Now we'll set up this field. You can edit the individual form fields by hovering over the field you would like to edit and click within the box. This will display the Field Editor interface and enable you to fine-tune the available field options. Now here's how you would give a form field a label. In the General tab, the form field just says Untitled. I'll change that to What is the name of your employer? That way, any user who fills out the form will know what to enter in this single-line text field. It also serves as the field name when we look at the responses that come in later on. In order to require a form field to be filled out by a user, click the Required checkbox in the Rules section of the General tab. Users will not be able to submit the form unless required fields are filled out. In the Appearance tab, we can add placeholder text for the field. This text shows up inside the input field and can be used to give users additional instructions or examples of what type of information to enter. Let's close the editing interface for this field by clicking the up arrow at the top of the box. Now let's add a radio buttons field. A radio button field allows the user to select a single answer from a preset list of answers that we'll create. I'll drag the field to where I want it on my form and click on it to edit it. You'll see the radio button field already has 3 dummy answers that makes it easier for me to customize. First, I'll give the field a label. Now, I'll customize the answers my users can choose from by editing the preset answers. I realize I need more than 3 answers, so I'll click the plus button next to the last answer to add a new answer option below it. I won't make this field required, so I'm done with this one. Let's close the Edit Field interface. At any point during the creation of your form, you can also drag and drop existing fields on your form into different places. I'm going to move the subject field up under the email field. Once you're done creating your form, click the Update Form button. Now, even though the form is created, there are some other settings you should look at before making your form public on your website. Go to the Form Settings link at the top of the form screen. In the form settings, you can change the title and the description of the form that we created earlier, along with some placement and styling, as well as various restrictions and options. Let's check out the confirmation settings. In the Confirmations tab, you can edit or create a new confirmation. A confirmation is what the user sees after they successfully fill out the form. By default, the form just shows a message saying thanks for contacting us. You can edit that message or create a new confirmation. A new confirmation can be created by clicking the Add New button in the Confirmation tab. There's 3 options when creating confirmations. The first is text. That would be a message to show to the user that you can create using the text editor. The second is to redirect the user to a previously created page on your website. The third option is to redirect them to a URL that you provide. Let's take a look at notifications. Notifications are how you are informed that someone has filled out the form on your website. By default, the website administrator is notified whenever a form is filled out, but you can edit or add new notifications. Let's edit the default admin notification. You can see the fields can be edited to send the notification to multiple email addresses, as well as the information that is sent in the notification email itself. This form is now ready to be added to our website. In the next video, we'll show you how to embed the form into a piece of content and how to view a listing of the responses that your form receives.